Let's just bring you some breaking news from the Premier League and the piece of a video circulating on social media, and I'll bring you to that story. We'll do over the course of the day on Sky Sports News, but for the moment, all we can say is...
Turned down United. Former Liverpool boss rejected the Red Devils and Chelsea after the Anfield departure. So this is all coming from his agent, who's spoken in an interview. He said that he could have even had the USA job, the England job, before joining Red Bull Group as head of football. And had it not been for Julian Nagelsmann, could have even had the Germany job. No shocks there with any of that. But even though Klopp has said he wouldn't coach another team in England, he still had offers. Man United and Chelsea deny the agent's claims when they were approached for comments, of course.
Absolutely.
He's set to manage a Liverpool Legends game in a charity match against Borussia Dortmund, but his agent dropping this information out of nowhere, does this mean that he could be looking for another job in the summer?
He might be looking for another job, but I would have done his nonsense at Manchester United going for him. I mean, I couldn't see that happening.
Well, he said that he's not going to manage in the Premier League.
So why would you go and...
Unless, I guess, he went back to Liverpool. But he's not going to manage
could he go back
any
to
of the
Liverpool?
other teams.
I think I could see him go back to Liverpool.
Look, he's moved away from coaching now, and he's said to be very happy with his new role and environment. The only jobs I think would tempt him back into management are of the German national team or the English national team.
I don't disagree.
They're the two that I could see him coming back for.
Yeah.
I mean, Real Madrid, PSG. I mean, the Real Madrid's a big challenge for anybody, isn't it? And getting those...
Reputation in a job that is littered with the sort of carcasses of those who've gone before.
Yeah. And I guess, considering he was a direct rival of Pep Guardiola for several years, will he feel like maybe he should have more league titles, more Champions League titles? Because he
probably feels he should have more titles.
Would he like to get back into it maybe for that?
Yeah, maybe a little bit of that. But I mean, you've got to say, two of the best title races we've seen in years, they took Man City all the way, didn't they? I mean, and you could argue just a little bit unfortunate. He came up against Pep's side, who were at that time absolutely phenomenal when flying. But they gave us brilliant campaigns, the two of them, all the way to the wire.
Yeah.
One of the seasons Liverpool got a ridiculous amount of points, actually, and didn't win the title. So that, I don't think there's any doubt that would be a disappointment. He would probably feel that he should have won more titles, or was a little bit unlucky not to win more titles.
If we do high press, very often, not always, but very often, Trent is the highest of all three in the back. So it means in the high press situation, he's the one who goes through right. And that's the way we play football. Now you can say, then defend better. You cannot have everything. So if you want to high press, you need players in specific positions. We either way do a striker a bit wider, put a striker a bit wider to cover that area, and a midfield a bit higher, or we cover that the last line with three players plus Fabinho or whoever plays the six, and have him higher. So now we don't get the ball there, and the next ball goes long on that side. Now Joel, Joey, Ibu, whoever on that side plays, has to cover that, and that's fine. That's a risk we take. It's not a crazy risk. We win the ball in 9 out of 10 times, but in that one moment where we don't win it, people ask, where's Trent? And that's a question I don't understand. It's just everybody watches football that often, that long. Why you would then say, he has to be, that's his main job.
Football fans around the world are in absolute disbelief, as explosive rumors link legendary manager Jürgen Klopp with a jaw-dropping move to Manchester United. After building an iconic legacy and conquering England and Europe, Klopp could be preparing for one of the most controversial switches in football history. Sources close to the situation suggest whispers of a massive rebuild at Old Trafford, with United desperate to return to glory and dominate once again. Imagine Klopp's high-intensity pressing, electrifying football, and winning mentality transforming the Red Devils into title warriors overnight. Would fans accept him? Would rivals be shaken? Could this be the move that reshapes the balance of power in world football forever? Nothing is confirmed yet, but the rumor alone has sent shockwaves across the football universe. If this happens, it could become the most dramatic managerial transfer ever. Stay tuned. This story is exploding, and the football world is watching every second. Rumors linking Jürgen Klopp to Manchester United have sparked massive debate across the football world. After his legendary spell at Liverpool, where he built a title-winning machine and delivered the Premier League and Champions League, the idea of Klopp taking charge at Old Trafford sounds shocking, dramatic, and almost unbelievable. As of now, There is no official confirmation that Klopp is set to become Manchester United head coach. Such a move would be one of the most controversial managerial switches in football history, considering Klopp's deep connection with Liverpool and his fierce rivalry with United over the years. However, football can be unpredictable. If United were ever to approach Klopp, it would signal a huge rebuild project, a shift in philosophy, and a statement of intent to return to dominance in England and Europe.
We've got... On one hand, people will be like, we're getting Liverpool sloppy seconds. Culturally, it's a massive, massive thing. This rivalry with Man United and Liverpool is absolutely huge. Like I say, Klopp's got the keys to the city. He said, I don't imagine that the club will need my help in the future, but if the city needs me, I'm there like a superhero. Yeah. But I think some Man United fans would have found the funny side of it and would have liked to have wound up Liverpool fans about it, definitely.